M7, sowing the mustard seed. M7 led a guerrilla war to liberate Uganda. He has established a reputation as one of the most brutal dictators Uganda have ever known. And they are now reaping the mustard seed. Uganda revolution seemed unfinished. Those who thought that he has a honest liberation were wrong, because the man has not lived to people's expectation. The mustard seed belonged to those who fought the Bush War, wanted to change their status quo and become rich. Is this the change Uganda wanted? Unfortunately, we were wrong, and our people are reaping the mustard seed from the Kiboko squad terrorizing Ugandans. Many Ugandans have failed to embrace the fruits of M7 mustard seed. Whenever a new president appears, we just join the bandwagon without digesting what awaits us in the future. Just listen to what Uganda President recently said, warning Ugandans that those who are misbehaving during the COVID-19 period will be handled with iron fist. He said that God has a lot more. He has the whole world to serve and look after. He cannot come to Uganda to look after idiots. Here is the president who is insulting his own people, the people who help him come to power, even if he knows that he should have not come to power. It tells you the fact about our president. Who is a very proud man of conquering a country that is not his own. If he had love for the people, he would not keep referring to them as idiots. He said, I'm not serving anybody. I work for myself, my children, and my grandchildren. The dynasty he is trying to build is not used. And yet, Ugandans vote him back again and again. When he steals, the vote from 𝙏𝙝𝙖𝙇, everybody knows what happened during the election. And still, he comes out, he tells you, say, listen, I'm not working for you. And we all believe in him, and we all go for him now and then. Still, we stand behind him. He is a man who got his name from the 7th Battalion during the Second World War. During the colonial era. Those who saw Mwalimu Nyerere addressing Museveni and some groups of Ugandans will understand what I'm talking about. Maybe they should try to think twice about that name. The man does not have respect for the people of Uganda. The man does not care about Uganda. What he cares for is about his people, those who are eating with him today, those who fought the Bush War with him. And still, people are being beaten up on streets by Kiboko squad. And we still keep quiet as nothing happened. I really wonder what is going on in the Pearl of Africa. And recently, he said, we are in a state of war. We are in a state of war. This is a war that is being fought without bullets and guns. He said, he will be ruthless. He orders his army, according to his word, to be ruthless. And you know, this man got his name from the 7th Battalion, the British Army. And these are the names that are given to deserters from the army. He is consumed in a war that does not exist. And he said, in a war situation, normally, ask anyone to stay indoors. Say, if you're in a war, you have to stay indoors. You stay indoors by choice. If you own a basement, you hide there as long as hostilities is going on. In wars, there is no freedom. You give up your freedom in exchange. In exchange that you don't have to be killed. You don't even have to complain of hunger. That is his own word. You don't have to complain of hunger. You just pray that if you live again, then you have survived. Here is the word of a president that should be looking after his people. The man named the heart, the only thing he dreams of is himself. The power he has and the army around himself. This is when you realize that those who keep this man in power should understand that he has no love for our motherland. We should have thought a long time ago before joining his bandwagon during the liberation movement. The mustard seed is not reaching the people of Uganda, but a few who want to form a 1% who is going to take over the entire country and make it their own. He sold everything that belonged to the state and gave it to those who fought the Bush War. They have businesses and they are doing fine. He said that during the war, you don't have to open your business. You just close your business and run for your life. You have to pray that you don't die so that you can come back and open your business again. If you don't come back to find that it has been looted, destroyed by mortar fire. Here is a president that loves war, has no respect for human life. He loves to see people suffering, and he turns and asks, and he turns and calls them idiots. Can you believe that? He turns and calls them idiots. We had been complaining about colonial era, but the way M7 is treating Ugandans tells you that he has no heart for the people of Uganda. If you cannot differentiate between real people, if you cannot differentiate between real people and you don't have the heart and you don't have the love for the Pearl of Africa and those who are sitting on the crown, there's something wrong with us Ugandans. M7 have captured educated, stupid Ugandans and proudly call them idiots. Look at who is talking. That in war, you don't have to worry about your children not going to school. You pray that the government does not forcefully enlist them as soldiers. This is a mind of a real sick person who carry the ideology of war criminals. It is a blessing for M7 that coronavirus is terrorizing people around the world. People are dying. And here is the man who goes around and keep on telling you that you are idiots. Please, wake up. It is time you understand that this man is there to destroy whatever he put his hand on. It is there to destroy whatever he put his hand on. And let's hope the Ugandans wake up and say, enough is enough. We cannot